told you that there's only 3 things you need to do to start gaining thousands of views and watch hours on YouTube. In fact, when I started implementing the 3 things that I'm about to share with you in this video, my channel went from getting under 500 views per month to over 21,000 views, 1,100 watch hours, and over 600 subscribers in just 30 days. And the incredible thing is that I didn't even have to post an insane amount of videos. I literally posted 1 long form video per week. That's how powerful these 3 things are. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. Okay, so the 3 things that you need to do to start growing your YouTube channel like never before is something I like to refer to as the 3 T's strategy. Now the 3 T's stand for topic, title, thumbnail. All right, so let's start with the topic. Okay, so the most important things that you absolutely need to remember when it comes to choosing the right video topics for your channel is the topics need to be relevant and they need to be popular. And no, you don't need any fancy external tools to actually search for these topics. In fact, you can just use YouTube and you can find all of your topics on the platform itself. So how exactly do you find these topics on YouTube? Well, first, you need to head over to YouTube and go to the search bar at the top of your home feed. Search for your niche. From there, YouTube will automatically show you a list of relevant videos that have to do with your specific niche that you typed in. Now, I want you to go ahead and look through the entire list of videos that YouTube has given you to find videos that have more views than the channel has subscribers. And when I say a lot of views, I'm talking about a lot of views. I'm thinking, let's say, for example, the channel has 10,000 subscribers. Try to find videos with 50,000+ views. From there, I want you to go ahead and study those videos. That way you can see what's working, what's not working, what is making this video topic so popular. You can look at the actual content of the video, as in what the video is about. You can look at the length of the video. You can look at the title and the thumbnail of the video. As soon as you have a grasp of why that video is doing so well, you can go ahead and create a similar video on your channel. So by similar, I'm not talking about copying the video, not at all. In fact, you shouldn't do that under any circumstances. But you can definitely go ahead and create a similar video with your own experiences and your own story in there. This is single-handedly the thing that helped me gain thousands of views on my channel. And I'm telling you, the strategy is super, super powerful. Now, if you want to learn in detail how to do this research to find the most trending and popular topics on YouTube, then I have good news for you, because I recently released my brand new ebook called A Guide to Thousands of YouTube Views and Watch Hours. Now, this ebook covers the 3 T's that I'm discussing in this video, but in detail. So it goes into depth in every single thing that you need to do to start making videos on your channel that can get you thousands of views and watch hours. It literally covers everything you need to start creating super popular videos, including how to actually do the research to find these topics, how to write enticing titles so that people want to click on your videos, as well as how to design expert thumbnails by yourself in Canva. And you can get it in the description below. All right, so speaking of titles, the second thing that I mentioned in the 3T strategy is your actual title, right? So you need to write a title that's super, super intriguing and enticing, and that will make people want to actually click on the video. So in order to write a super interesting title, you need to make sure that you follow some of the best practices. So some of the things that I do when I write my titles is I make sure that it's short and sweet. You don't want to make your title too long, and you want to keep it ideally at under 60 characters, because you'll see on YouTube, as soon as you go over the 60 characters, it cuts the rest of the title off. Now, this isn't always bad. You can definitely make it longer if you want to, but try to insert the key information in the beginning of the title. Next, you don't want to focus too heavily on SEO. Now, I know there's controversy regarding SEO and keywords and these kinds of things for your videos, but the truth is that when you're first starting your channel, In my opinion, you don't really have to focus too much on SEO. Instead, you need to focus on making your videos as enticing as possible, because YouTube's algorithm can work to your advantage if you have super interesting titles and really good thumbnails that can get people to click on your video. YouTube is more likely to actually push your video out to more viewers. So, rather than focusing on SEO, I would suggest you focus on making your titles as interesting as possible. So to show you an interesting title, I'm going to give you 2 different title examples, and I want you to let me know in the comments which one you would click on, okay? So title number 1 is Current Popular Video Style on YouTube. So that's one of the titles that it could be. The second one is This Video Style is Taking Over YouTube. Now, if you look at these 2 different examples, which one would you click on? Now, for me personally, I know I would click on title number 2, and I think most of you would agree with me because this video of mine did exceptionally well. In fact, it's one of my best performing videos ever. It nearly has 10,000 views at this point, and the reason being the title was good, the thumbnail was good, the topic was good, and everything just worked well together. Now, as you can see, it's also because this title is super intriguing and it makes you want to find out what this is that I'm referring to, right? It gives you sort of FOMO so that you don't want to miss out on it. Okay, now moving on to the third T, which is your thumbnail. Now, your thumbnail is arguably the most important thing that you can create for your videos. Because if you think about it, whenever you're scrolling through your home feed on YouTube, the first thing that you see is the thumbnail, right? And then after that, you go and look at the title. At least that's what I do. I don't know. Let me know what you do. Do you look at the title first or the thumbnail first? Now, in order to create a really good thumbnail, contrary to what a lot of the big creators on YouTube say, you don't need any fancy tools to create a good and click-worthy thumbnail. You don't have to have Photoshop. You can design your thumbnail on Canva. In fact, I've used both Canva and Photoshop to design my own thumbnails, and I must say that both of them work excellent. In fact, in the ebook that I mentioned earlier, I do have an in-depth video tutorial that shows you exactly how you can use Canva to create your thumbnails and make them super click-worthy. Okay, getting back to the thumbnails, there are a few best practices that you can follow to create your thumbnails. First, make sure that you don't include too much text on your thumbnail. I always say a good rule of thumb is to keep the words on your thumbnail below 5. Okay, so usually my sweet spot is 3 words, but you can, use up to 5 words if you need to. Then make sure your text is big and bold. You want people to be able to see exactly what the words say while they're scrolling through their phone, because if we think about it, most people view YouTube videos on their phones, right? And so if they're scrolling on their phone and they're seeing your thumbnail, it's about this small. So they're going to see it really small and they need to be able to see those words. And lastly, keep your thumbnail simple. By keeping your thumbnail simple, people will be able to see exactly what's going on the thumbnail. Now, what I mean by simple is you can still use bright colors. In fact, if you have bright colors in your brand, I would highly recommend it. You can use that. But what I'm saying in terms of keeping it simple is don't add too much clutter to your thumbnail. So don't go and add too many elements like different types of photos on your thumbnail and all of these different words and, just making it difficult for people to grasp what the video is actually about. Instead, make it simple. Include a photo of yourself or a screenshot of the game that you're playing or a screenshot of the woodworking project that you're creating, and just that one photo. And also go and add a couple of words. That usually works the best, and in fact, that has worked exceptionally well for my channel. That said, this is where the research part of finding your topic also comes in, because you can have a look at what your competitors are doing to see what types of thumbnails are working super well. Now, I know this video is kind of short and sweet, but if you follow these 3 T's, I promise you, you're going to start seeing so much growth on your channel. So I go into a lot more detail about all three of these T's and how they work together in the ebook. So definitely, if you're struggling so much to get views and it feels like no one is watching your videos and you always feel discouraged because you have so little views the next morning when you wake up, despite having spent hours creating your videos, then definitely go ahead and check it out, because this, I wish I could have had this ebook when I first started my channel. It took me a lot of money and a lot of hours to figure out this strategy. And I'm giving it to you at a steal. So definitely go and check it out. All right. And if you'd like to see the different information and tips that I learned after spending over $2,000 on YouTube courses, then you can go and check it out in this video right over here. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.